Hello, guys. Good morning. It's been some days I've not been able to come to give you update. It's because mainly I have work to do. I have to be working in my office, so it doesn't really give me time. For instance, yesterday, the whole of yesterday, I was very caught. I was caught up in a lot of difficult work in the office. So, but then let me quickly give you an update on what's happening. And you know your way forward. Okay, so I'm seeing a zone last 2 days and yesterday. What did price do? Price yesterday, what's the name? Last 2 days, that was this area. So price actually traded from this to this high. This was last 2 days straight. Let me show you on a daily time frame. So this is what happened last 2 days. So price actually traded and went up to that level, and then it got bounced back. What was the premise? It was almost going to take down this high, the high here, but it got bounced back because of this high here. So it actually traded into this bullish candle. Let me try and use my. So it actually traded into this bullish candle, and then it got bounced back. Let's say the mean threshold of the body. It never even got into the exactly the mean threshold of the body, but it got here and got bounced back. I actually posted this on my page that price was going to bounce back. Let me quickly show you. Okay, no worries. There's no need going to the chart always. I just want to make this video very quick. So price came here and got bounced back. I told them that price was going to bounce back, but I don't expect any of them to trade it because it will be very rough and they will find it difficult if you don't really have a good account size. So imagine price got here, it goes bounced back to this point, came back up, down, and then to here, and then look at what it's doing. So if you're not really very good, you would find yourself wanting. Usually, I would have entered and exited at this point. I would have entered and exited at this point. Okay, good. Just sell here and then wait for the exit here. My stop loss would have been something very little above there. All right. So basically, that's what price did. Um, 2 days ago. So it was bounced back and it traded back down to this area and it closed around this area. So imagine we have this kind of setup here. We are seeing a lot of there was one major thing that was seen on the chart that represented liquidity, which was this area, which represented that there was a fair value gap here that has not been traded into. Okay, this area is a fair value gap that has not been traded into. So I was expecting price to come down the next day. I was expecting price on this day to just trade into the liquidity and then begin to rally back up, but it didn't. So it created another low for it. So here I quickly saw that now we have two equal lows. But what happened is that so yesterday what happened is that actually this low we call a turtle soup setup. It actually traded into the previous day's low, and it went just some few pips below the low of the previous day. Okay, so it took down all the liquidity that was below it. You could see the candle here. That's the low for last 2 days, and then look at this one. It went a few pips below it and took down the liquidity. So all those who had their buy stops below this low had been taken, rallied up. Yeah, others are in losses and all that. That is the market makers. So it traded up, and then it came here, took down the high that it has formed for the day. Okay, its own high that it formed for the day. It came and took down the high for the day. And what did it do? It traded into another block here, and then it's bounced back down, and then it was just hanging around. It came back into the other block again, and then it's continued. So today what happened? The market opened today, and you necessarily could see that it was already being bounced back from the other block, so you don't expect anything to break the other block. If we are expecting price, we are in a bullish market, we are expecting price to go back up. Now what we necessarily have to do is that we have to quickly just expect all other liquidity below to be taken before we do the rally up. So look, price has traded this morning, has traded into close to the what's the name, those equal lows below. And what I'm expecting today is that price should take down this fair value gap here. If price takes down fair value gap here today, necessarily we are going for the buy. Okay, and